Chasing the Goal, a life lesson from football, a story about passion, discipline, and never giving up. Karim was a boy who lived in a small town in Morocco. He wasn't rich and his family didn't have much. But he had one big dream: to become a great football player one day. Every morning before school, Karim would take his old football and go outside. The ball was scratched, and the air inside was almost gone, but to him, it was a treasure. He would run, kick, and imagine thousands of people shouting his name in a big stadium. At school, the other boys laughed at him. Karim stopped dreaming. "You'll never play with the stars," they said. But Karim didn't listen. He smiled and kept practicing every single day. His father worked as a farmer. He loved Karim, but he didn't believe that football could change anything. He often said, "Son, life is not a game. Football will not put food on the table." But Karim's heart was full of hope. He answered softly, "Maybe not now, Baba, but one day you will see." After school, Karim ran to the dusty football field behind the market. He trained alone, no coach, no team, just his will. When he fell, he stood up. When he missed a shot, he tried again. He didn't have good shoes, but he had something stronger: passion. One summer afternoon, a local coach came to the field to watch the boys play. Karim didn't know he was there. He was just playing like he always did, with fire in his heart. The coach noticed his energy, his control, and his eyes full of determination. After the match, the coach said, "Boy, you have something special. Come train with my team." Karim couldn't believe it. His dream was slowly becoming real. At first, it wasn't easy. The other players were faster, stronger, and had better shoes. Karim often felt tired and small next to them. Sometimes he thought about quitting. But every night he remembered his dream. He remembered how he played alone when no one believed in him. He whispered to himself, "If I stop now, I will lose everything." So he trained harder than anyone else. He ran extra laps. He helped the coach clean the field. He practiced his passes and shots until the moon rose high in the sky. One day, the team had an important game against another town. The coach didn't plan to let Karim play. He was still new. But minutes before the game, one player got injured. The coach looked at Karim and said, "You're in. Show me what you've got." Karim's heart beat fast. His hands were shaking. The whistle blew, and the game began. At first he was nervous. He made a few mistakes, but then he remembered all his practice. He focused, ran faster, and gave everything he had. In the second half, he saw an opening. He shot the ball, and it flew straight into the net. Goal. The crowd screamed his name. His coach smiled proudly, and his father, who was watching for the first time, had tears in his eyes. From that moment, Kareem became the heart of his team. He played not just for himself, but for everyone who once doubted him. Years passed and Kareem's hard work paid off. He was chosen to play for a professional club. He traveled to cities he had only seen on TV. He wore a Real jersey with his name on the back. But even then, Kareem never forgot where he came from. He often visited his old town and played with the children in the same dusty field. He told them, "Dreams don't come true by luck. They come true by hard work and patience." One day after a big game, a small boy came to him and said, "Kareem, I want to be like you." Kareem smiled and answered, "Then train when others sleep. Believe when others doubt. And never stop chasing your goal." Kareem learned that football is more than just a sport. It's a lesson about life. In football, you fall, you fail, and you fight again. In life, it's the same. Success is not about talent alone. It's about discipline, consistency, and never giving up. So when life becomes hard, remember Kareem's story. Remember that every big dream starts small. Keep training. Keep believing. And one day, you will score your own goal, not just in football but in life.